Hi there, my name is Joanne Hart and I'm the nurse aromatherapist on the team here in Marymount Hospice. And as part of your Fab classes, we're just going to speak a little bit about aromatherapy and its use in breathlessness and fatigue. So I suppose first the question is, what is aromatherapy? So aromatherapy is the use of essential oils, and these are specific little oils in these little bottles that are produced originally from our plants, our trees and our shrubs. So basically everything that grows, be it a plant, a tree or a shrub, produces its own aroma and produces its own substances. So these little substances are gathered and distilled in a specific laboratory, and we end up with these little bottles. Now you might have seen things like lavender, tea tree, things like that in your local chemist or in your health food shop. So these are quite similar in fact. So because today we're going to be talking about these aromatherapy in breathlessness and fatigue, we're going to look at some of these oils. So I suppose oils can be enjoyed through inhalation. That's one of the methods in which they actually get into our body and have the desired effect. So what we're going to do today is talk about 3 little oils, and we're going to give you one of these little things called an aroma stick. So it looks to all intents and purposes like a little Vic stick that again you might buy in your shopping. We're going to custom make it using oils which are effective for fatigue and breathlessness. So the first oil I'm going to talk about is black spruce. So black spruce has a beautiful, fresh, clearing aroma. It's native to Canada and it grows, it's from the spruce tree, and the little pine needles on the tree actually produce this oil. It's then distilled and we get this little bottle of spruce oil. As I said, it's very clearing to the nasal passages, it's a very refreshing oil. So if you are feeling a bit breathless and maybe a little bit clogged in your nose, it's a great one just to clear those nasal passages. As I said, it's also a very refreshing oil, so if you're feeling a little bit tired, it gives that lovely uplift and just clearing quality. I suppose a lot of the oils are actually antibacterial as well, so that's very beneficial, especially if we're maybe a little bit prone to infections or anything like that. Keeps the nasal passages nice and clear. So that's one of the oils we're going to be using, and I'll explain a little bit how we use them in a moment. The next one is called spike lavender. Now I suppose many of you might have lavender growing in your garden, with a little piece here, and you might be just familiar with this, and the little purple tops as well that you'd often maybe see growing in your pots at home. Lavender is a beautiful oil. It's really versatile. It's native to France, is its best home really, and where it grows in abundance. And there are many types of lavender. So for today we're going to speak about spike lavender. So it's actually lavender with a little bit of a twist. So while we have some of the soothing properties of lavender, it also has that something extra. And what it actually does, it just clears again our nasal passages. The piece that's in it is called cineol, we needn't worry too much about that. And it's that part of the lavender plant that again helps the airways to clear, gives you a better sense of breathing, while being a little bit of a source of comfort as well really, because lavender is quite soothing in itself as well. And then the last oil we're going to talk about is an oil called bergamot. And bergamot is quite different actually to these two. And bergamot is a great oil for fatigue. So bergamot comes from a little, it looks like a mandarin almost, so it's a little citrus fruit. It's native to Italy, it's its main place, and certainly in the Mediterranean. And then the oil actually comes from the rind. So you know sometimes when you squeeze an orange and a little spray comes out of it, it's similar to that. The oil is extracted and again bottled into these little bottles. So the bergamot oil is really refreshing, it's really uplifting, and again I think sometimes if we're feeling maybe a little bit low or maybe not enough of energy, bergamot has that lovely lift really in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a couple little drops of these oils and make a little aroma stick. I just dropped this. So as I said, this little gadget is called an aroma stick, and it's made up of a few different parts. So when we take the cover off, we're left with a little stick, and inside it is a little wick. So there's actually one inside in this already. So what I will be doing is putting a few drops of our lovely bergamot for fatigue, a few drops of our spike lavender, which is really good to clear the airways, and a few drops of black spruce again to clear the airways and help with fatigue. When all the little oils are impregnated into this little cotton wick, we pop it in here into this little holder, put a little seal at the end to seal it in completely, and here we have it then, your little aroma stick. So I suppose it's just a way of getting the oils into our body that we can enjoy them. It's completely safe, so the aromatherapy oils are in this little wick inside here. It can't fall out. They last for months and months on end. The inner part does not need to be replaced, but as I said, they'll last for 6 months. Important just to keep the cover on it. It just keeps the aroma nice and fresh. So just to use it, you can either integrate it into your deep breathing techniques or your relaxation breathing techniques that you've learned already. Maybe just breathing in for your count and then breathing out for the count, and just keeping the little aroma stick under your nose. Or you can just, waft them under your nose whenever you want, really, and just enjoy them. You can use them as often as you want, when you want, but as I said, great if you're feeling a little bit caught in the chest or if you're feeling a little bit tired. They just are quite a holistic way, really, of using aromatherapy oils. So you'll be getting one in your pack, and I hope you enjoy it, and all the best with it. Take care for now. Thank you.